they had been trying to get me, to move back up there. But I tell you, it's convenient for me to get
Texas 288 south.
back and forth, to the VA here.
Mm-hmm.
Because since they have everything set up with Uber, well, then I gotta ride here and back home. And if I go up there somebody got to take off of work to bring me down here.
Mm-hmm.
Then they gonna miss a day's work. I said it's more convenient for me to stay where I am.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I wouldn't want to be up there where they got to be taking a day off to drive me down here, because it's like,
oh, but you got all these nieces and nephews. I know this.
But they got their own life.
Their own life.
Exactly.
Shit. They got things to do besides messing with me.
Got more stuff to do than that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't want to just take off from work.
Since 9 o'clock this morning out here, and I get some lab work done, and I couldn't eat or drink anything after midnight last night.
They just got you over here starving, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a raid on my kitchen when I get home.
You'll be cooking up a storm.
Left onto I-610 East, then make slight left turn on I-610 East.
I don't blame you, man. It's kind of that time of the day for me too, because I had breakfast before I came out here.
But see, I'm used to eating breakfast every day. But I couldn't eat this morning because of my lab.
Slight left turn on I-610 East.
But, when I got here, see my doctor and everything, I got a clean bill of health, so hey, I can't run.
Amen to that, man. That's good. That's good news right there. Ain't no greater feeling than leaving the doctor and he says, man, whatever you're doing, keep it up because you're healthy.
And look here, especially when you live to be my age.
What, you're 58?
Me?
Yeah.
My next birthday, I'll be 78.
No.
Yeah. I graduated from high school in 1965. I got drafted in the Army in 66. And in 1967, I was in Vietnam.
Shoot. How many years did you serve in there?
I only served 2 years.
Okay.
I got, well, my tour to Vietnam was cut short. I was over there like about a little over 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I got shot to hell, man. So they shipped me over to Tokyo, Japan. I stayed there for about a month. And then they sent me back to the United States.
Oh, okay. If you don't mind me asking, where did you get shot?
I lost my left foot. I lost the big toe off my right foot. All the left thigh part of my left leg was messed up. Calf of my right leg, and I got scars all in my back where they had to go in there and take shrapnel out of my back. So I put it like this here, I'm lucky to still be here.
Alive, yeah. Well, I
So
mean,
I try to enjoy myself every day.
yes, sir. I mean, like, I understand when you face death, it makes you look at life a lot different.
Yeah.
But we definitely, I mean, I'm not from here, but I still want to say thank you for your service, though.
Okay, where you from?
Jamaica.
Jamaica?
Yes, sir. But it's men and women like yourself who create the opportunity for people like myself to be here,
Yeah.
And of come to learn that a lot of folks here who was born and raised in this country don't know how to appreciate the sacrifices that people like you make.
You know, and like when we first came back from Vietnam, oh man, it was hell when we got back home, man. You know, people's acting stupid. So I didn't get a chance to come back through the airports because I came back on a medevac plane. But some of the guys that I knew, so when they got off the plane, walked in the airport, man, people was spitting on them, calling them baby killers.
Oh.
And
I can't imagine that.
here lately, you know, it just started where we really started getting recognition that somebody could walk up to you and say, hey, you know, see you with Vietnam vet cap on, so thanks for your service. Man, back in the 70s, people see you with Vietnam vet cap on, man, they walk up to you for the talking crazy and ignorant, you know, it was ridiculous, though, what we had to deal with when we first got back.
Yeah, I can only imagine what that must have felt like. Did we have like, was the segregation going on during that time?
Man, when I was in high school, it was. When I first got back from Vietnam, I was in the hospital over in San Antonio, and I came home for the weekend. And one of my cousins and my sister, I told them, let's go get something to eat. And we walked in this place and sat down. There wasn't nothing but white people in there. The lady walked up to the table and looked at us and said, what can I do for you? We want to get something to eat. We can't serve you all in here. We have a place built around in the back. That's where the black people go to eat. And I said, I got my uniform on. Look, I said, you see the uniform I'm wearing? I just came out of Vietnam. I said, I didn't go to Vietnam to fight to protect my cousin and my sister. I did it to protect all of y'all asses up in here too. So they asked me to leave. I said, I'm not leaving. They called the cop. And just so happened, the guy that had made sheriff in the town, he and my daddy were friends. He walked in, looked and saw me, he said, James, what's going on? And I started telling him what was going on. And he turned around and looked at that. Do y'all see this damn uniform this man wearing? And they said, yeah, but don't make no damn difference. We ain't gonna serve him. I said, I'll tell you what. I said, I'm not leaving. So they asked him to put me out. He said, I'm not putting this man out. And the guy that owned the place, I tell you what, that before I serve him, I would close up.
Oh, wow.
And I told him just like this, when you close this motherfucker up, because I'm not going anywhere.
Wow.
And he walked around through the place and talked to the people, and I noticed everybody got up and left out. They left their plates sitting on the table. And so I went parked about 2 blocks down the street. After a while, I see cars start coming back. And by the time about 7 or 8 cars got there, and they went in there and sat down and got comfortable.
You walked back in there.
Well, I was on crutches.
Oh, wow.
And right back up in there, my cousin and my sister, we went. And I told him, I said, we back. I said, you gonna lose money tonight. I said, cause you got to close this motherfucker up again, because I'm not going anywhere. And he went around and told those people, said, y'all get carry out the place and I give everybody their money back. He did that. I got up and walked out. I said, I tell you what, you think you had a bad weekend this weekend? I said, wait till next weekend when I come out of San Antonio. I said, I'm gonna bring a bus load of my service buddies over here with me, and we'll be right back. And that next weekend, it wasn't no bus load, but 5 of my buddies came home with me. And we put our uniform on and walked right in there. That gossiping look, he said, he told the people that in the kitchen cooking, said, go ahead and fix their goddamn food and
Get them out of here.
Get their asses out of here. Shit, man, we got that food and went out there and threw it in the trash can. I'm not eating this shit.
Oh, I probably wouldn't have either.
Shit.
I don't know
Man,
what you, yeah.
I didn't see who was back there in that kitchen.
Yeah.
There ain't no way in hell I'm putting this food in my mouth, man. I said, but we done made our point.
Yeah.
I said, now we can go on now. And after that, I never did go back to that place. And later on, he started getting so much negative publicity because of
now you're known for it. Yeah.
He just about, I done started welcoming black people come in too. I said, I ain't know when the hell I go up in there. You gonna feed me anything?
I remember there was this story with Muhammad Ali. It was kind of similar. He walked into a restaurant and sat down, and the waitress walked over and like, we don't serve, he said, we don't serve niggas in here.
Yeah.
And Muhammad Ali said, cool, because I don't eat them either anyway.
They tried to draft him in the army and he wouldn't go. And they stripped him of his championship.
Well, I mean, he's got a choice not to go if you don't want to. But...
And so I come on back, and I knew this guy had another restaurant, and he had another one in a little town called Beat Out, Texas. And he asked me one day, he said, James, will you drive my dad to Beat Out? And I said, yeah. I said, can my cousin ride with my same cousin that was in that restaurant with me that night? He said, yeah, I don't care. We got up there, walked in there and sit down. This lady came to the table where we were. Said, we don't serve you all in here. I said, well, I drove Mr. Bob up here. He owned the place. He told me to come in here. My cousin Amos and I get us a burger and a Coke. You got to go to the back. I said, I'm not going to the back. So he had been in the office. I went and knocked on the door. He said, come on in, door open. He said, what's the matter, Jane? I said, your waitress out here won't serve us. He said, hold up, I'll be out there in a minute. Go on back and sit down. He came out there. He said, what you want? I said, her standing right there. He walked over there and said, whatever James and Amos won't, give it to him. She said, I'm not waiting on him. He said, I tell you what, you got a choice. You can wait on them or you fired. She pulled her apron off and laid it on the table.
Walked away.
Yep. There was another little young white girl standing there, and he said, do you still want to work? She said, yes, sir. We'll take James and Amos' order. And I looked back there to your left. And it was a little old, elderly black lady was back there in the kitchen cooking. She was just beckoning for me and my cousin. I said, I'm not coming back there. So when we finished eating, we walked out, and I walked back to her. She said, baby, y'all didn't have no business up there. I said, but right here with this white Suburban is on the right over there. I said, I drove your balls down here. He the one told me to go up there and get me something to eat. She said, I tell you what, you and your little friend, I said, my cousin, you all the first black people to ever sit down and ate up there. I said, if I hadn't seen you back there cooking, I wouldn't ate it.
She, oh man.
Oh boy.
interesting conversation. You know, just goes to show that it's good to conversate with people. You learn so much. You learn so much conversating with folks. But may God, you know, continue to add a blessing to his life and his family. I can't imagine what that was to been like, being shot, you know, back torn up from shrapnel and probably from a grenade and all that good stuff. Well, not good stuff, but you know what I mean. That was a good conversation.